I leave for Vegas in less than 24 hours at this point. And I'm gonna show you guys kind of what's in my bag, what kind of gear I bring, and some extra things that I bring to just kind of speed up my workflow when it comes to shooting content on these types of trips. Before we hop into everything that I have on my table right now, I know I've been MIA from this channel. I've been really struggling on figuring out what I want to do when it comes to long form on this channel. I have some ideas, I just really need to pull the trigger, and I'm starting it with right now with what's in my bag. Before I just go on a tangent of just listing things off, I'm gonna tell you what I prep for whenever I take these trips and I'm shooting content on these trips. Number one, normally it's client work. This trip, as of right now, at the time I'm recording this, I'm not working with anybody. So this trip is strictly vacation, and I'm honestly okay with that. TwitchCon, I'm just gonna be hanging out with a bunch of friends. But normally I prep for client work. So I'm bringing my entire rig, you know, all that to make sure I'm bringing the best product to whoever I'm shooting with, /for. Number two is personal. A lot of times when I take these trips, I do vlogs. I shoot a lot of content for myself, and I make sure that I am prepared in every aspect for that, to make sure I have good audio, video, you know, the whole 9 yards. Number three is short form content. I've done a really terrible job of doing this whenever I take these trips, but starting this trip, I'm gonna focus a lot more on short form content. So I bring things and I prep with that in mind as well. And the last one is photography. I love taking photos. It builds up my portfolio as well, but also just to, you know, just capture the memories of what we're doing. And you know, TwitchCon last year was one of my favorite trips, and I wish I had more photos of it rather than just on my phone. So I want to make sure I'm capturing that on my camera and all that fun stuff. And you can add a fifth one here, but it kind of factors into all of them. But I feel like a lot of people don't really prep for this, but just ease of use of everything. Just tiny things that whenever I'm on a shoot, I think of, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot this, or I should have done this. So that's what I always keep in mind whenever I'm prepping and bringing gear for trips like this. The number one absolute thing I go for every single time, because I have had it happen to me too many times, and it is batteries and charging. Whether it is my laptop, my phone, my camera, my monitor now. First thing, Anker battery pack. Love this thing, fantastic. MagSafe, sticks right to your phone. Really easy. Of course, the phone charger, I still have the 14, so I have a lightning cable. I really want USB-C. I need to get the 15 soon. Laptop charger here in the corner. I have 1, 2, and 3 plus 4 that I'm shooting with right now. Batteries for my camera, so I want to make sure those are charged. I have 2 batteries for my field monitor whenever I'm shooting, and then the chargers for both of them. In my opinion, that is the first thing you need to have no matter what, because it's the thing that you're gonna forget about the first. The next thing is, because I forget about this one all the time as well, and I've seen so many people get to their shoots and forget this, storage/memory cards. This is my normal setup right here, what I take. I have 3, these are extra memory cards. I have 2 that are in the camera that I'm shooting with right now. So I have a total of 5 memory cards. They're all 64 gig. My next most important ones are my SSDs. These are the lifeline of my storage, how I edit, everything. I bring these no matter what. I bring these, they are in my pockets almost at all times. If you're wondering why do you have 2, this is why. The Lexar one, this is what I use to edit off of. So I throw my footage whenever I'm editing on site or back at the hotel, the Airbnb, whatever. This is what I edit off of. This has a read and write speed of over 2000. It is blazing fast and I love it. So I do everything off of this one. And this one is more of a storage unit. If I'm ever working with multiple shooters and I need to collect their footage, or some of my footage needs to go to them, I will throw my footage on here, or I'll have them give it onto this, because this thing is almost as fast as the Lexar. This is one of those quality of life upgrades where I can continue working off of this one while something's transferring or being transferred to somebody else with this SSD. The next one is my backup hard drive. If I am on a longer shoot or a bigger shoot where it requires huge files and I am done working / have gotten everything for that day, let's just say, I will throw everything onto this. So not only will I have it on this one or this one whenever I'm working, but I will also have a backup of this one. Always back up your footage because you just never know. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I've heard horror stories and I don't want it to happen to you. And these two over here, these are what I was talking about with those quality of life upgrades. These are just USBs. This one is 64 gig, this is 128. I bring these in the rare occasion where I get separated from my shooters, or I need to be a specific place and they need to be a specific place. What I'll do is I'll actually hand them one of these and say, hey, throw something on this. Or for instance, if they need some of my footage, I'll be like, I'll throw my footage on here and give it to them and just say, hey, we'll catch up later. Everything's on here, take it. I go into every event thinking I could possibly lose these, because when you're on trips like this, you just never know when you're gonna see this person again, or you know what could happen. You could forget. I go into every event thinking I'm probably gonna lose these. I have lost multiple of these, and not necessarily lost, but like I gave them to somebody to be like, hey, you know, use this, take this, footage is on here, we'll catch up later. And we just never actually do. It just makes it easier on me if somebody's trying to give me something, and it also just makes it easier on them if they're just trying to make a quick edit. Next is setting up the beast that takes all the content, which is my camera, which is what I'm shooting on right now, which is the Lumix S5 II. And everything you see here helps me transform it into a photography camera, a semi-cine rig, vlog style, everything here. Starting off, extra lens, 85mm 1.8. Love this thing. This is like the B-roll master for people on a budget. It is great and I highly recommend it. Next, if you don't have one, a UV filter. Anything shooting outside, which will be in Las Vegas, will be a lot of outside. I'll have this on my camera a lot. If you don't know what a UV filter is, go look at a different video. They'll explain it way better than I could. But yeah, a must need when shooting outside, especially for video. Here is a camera strap. Whenever I'm just shooting photos and my camera is at its lightest, I like to use this. It is super nice to have. Just goes onto your wrist. You can slide it in there, hooks straight onto your camera, and it is extremely nice. And if you're prone to drop things or super clumsy, I would like to think, as I'm not super clumsy, but I definitely have my moments. So having that as a backup is fantastic. This little contraption here, this is a vlog slash selfie stick, slash tripod slash everything. This thing's amazing. I use it all the time. You can set it up just like that on a table, or close it up, use it as a little selfie stick vlog. Throw your camera on there, has that tripod mount, and it is fantastic whenever you're shooting vlog content, all that kind of stuff. Next is audio. I have the V-Mic D3 Pro. This is what I normally use whenever it's like shotgun mics, or if you're capturing bigger crowds when they're all in front of you. Normally hook it up to here, throw your aux cable in, and plug it in. It's super simple. If you're looking for something a little bit more professional, and definitely on the interview side, the DJI mics are fantastic. They come with their own charging case. Obviously, two things are missing, the receiver and the one I'm shooting with right now. But these things are great. I've shot with them multiple times. I love them. And if you know EQ, you're gonna make these things sound fantastic. And when I'm working for more of a professional setting, I definitely like to rig up my camera. I have a side handle here, a top handle, and then a little mount for my field monitor. This is the OC Lilmon 5, that's what it was. I could not remember. But that thing is amazing, super easy to use. It was literally plug and play. There was almost no learning curve to that. It was great. But each one of these has a specific purpose for however I want to turn this beast of a thing into whatever I need it to be for if I'm shooting professionally, vlogging, photography, anything quite like that. All right, these next couple things, a lot of them are practical, but a lot of these are just like ease of use and just super nice to have when you're on the go kind of thing. Obviously, dongle, you need this. You need the ports with these new Macs, unless you have a MacBook Pro that has an SSD and a couple USBs, all that. Normally, you're probably gonna need a dongle, so this is super practical. Believe it or not, gum. If you know me, I always have gum on me. I always have it on me, and it is just super nice. It slides right into my pack, so I always have a pack of gum with me, no matter what. A couple things to clean my screens if it's getting crazy. Phone's kind of insane, laptop screen. Just to have this is super nice. This little adapter, it's a lightning adapter to an SSD for your phone if you want to transfer pictures or video quickly to your phone without, you know, opening up your laptop or anything like that. This thing is fantastic. It was like 12 bucks on Amazon. I cannot recommend this anymore. I'm definitely going to be using this, but it allows you to make quick edits of photos on your phone to get content out fast. I cannot recommend this enough. This is purely ease of use. This is the MX Master 3S. I use this whenever I edit at home just because I love the feel of this. I love the look of it. I've ended up getting this little tiny mouse pad. Super easy if you're in a coffee shop, just set this up. I really like the feel of this compared to editing with a trackpad. I'm slowly coming around to this mouse because I used to be nothing but trackpad, but this thing has saved my life. And you're probably wondering, why does it look like you have a phone stand that belongs in a cheap little, you know, $12 ring light you got off Amazon? I have some special uses for this and I'm gonna save it. You're gonna be seeing it more on the short form side, but I cannot wait for you guys to see what I end up doing with this whenever it comes to hooking up to my rig and just anything else that I do with it. So I'll save this for a separate video, but I'm super excited about them. Then we jump to the big boy, what I edit with, and then obviously the headphones that I use while editing. This is the 15-inch M2 MacBook Air. I have just gotten this less than a week ago at this point. It is miles ahead better than what I had with the i7. Like it was like a 2017 MacBook Pro. Much better than that. I'm curious. I feel like I'm gonna put it to the test this weekend, so I'm really curious how it's gonna perform. I will give you guys an update on that. This, as of right now, is my new daily driver, and I am in love with it. These are the Beats Studio Pro. I actually ended up getting these for 50% off on Amazon. And I must say, the last time I got a good pair of headphones, I think I was a freshman in college, which was a long time ago. But these things are insane. The transparency mode, the noise canceling. It is ridiculous how seamlessly it connects to my laptop, to my phone. I've only got to use them a little bit, but I cannot wait to see how, you know, they perform whenever I'm traveling, all that kind of stuff, because I really want to test out the noise canceling whenever like I'm on a plane or something along those lines. But yeah, these two are definitely gonna get some work over the weekend, so we'll see how they perform, and I'll definitely do an update video on that. And this is the beast that shoots it all. This is my Lumix S5 II with a 24-70 Sigma 2.8 on it. This thing is insane. This thing shoots great photos. Video content is fantastic. I got it rigged up with my small rig. I pretty much never take this thing off anymore. It's just too much of a hassle, and honestly, I like the robust feeling of it having it on, so it feels great. But yeah, pretty much everything you see on this channel and on all my other socials is shot with this, and this thing is an absolute workhorse. One last thing that I bring pretty much everywhere with me is this K&F Concept tripod. This thing is amazing, super highly rated. Definitely would recommend getting it on Amazon. I think I got it for like 80 bucks. But super sturdy, has some pretty cool features that help you do overhead shots. And I'm sure you're wondering, what do you carry all this stuff in? When it comes to the big stuff like my Beats and my laptop, and just some of the couple extra stuff that doesn't really have to do with my camera all too much, I just keep it in a regular Nike backpack that I got at Target for like 50 bucks. But when it comes to like my camera stuff, all the extras that I need for that, definitely right here. This is the 8-liter sling from Nomadic, the Peter McKinnon one. This thing is fantastic. It's big enough. It is good size. I shot with it for the first time at an event probably about a month ago, and it was just so nice to be able to have that right on my side if I needed to swap out a memory card, a battery, if I needed to break down my rig a little bit or, you know, spruce it up a bit. Everything was in here, and it was just, the ease of use was perfect. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it when it comes to everything that's in my bag when it comes to these trips and shooting content and all that kind of stuff. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I will get more consistent on this channel. A lot of content coming from TwitchCon with all this, you know, pretty much going to be there for a week, so you'll be seeing some shorts from me, hopefully a couple vlogs as well, so just stay tuned for that. A lot is coming. I will be more consistent on this channel. I do have some ideas, so we will be moving forward with that. But I just appreciate y'all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, you know, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time. Peace.